And in opposite to that, you can really do more with the shack pallet on the wrecker's yard and when you have tiles close to you. It seems like Rocket didn't read the DBDLeague rule set and is sharing some love with someone that we do not allow on our stage, as we are in comp DBD after all. But we will let that slide for today. Tomorrow, though, in the quarterfinals, he will have to play without emotional support. The only one he then has by his side is us behind the scenes. Let's see, Slomo versus Rocket, ladies and gentlemen, our final best of 3 for today. Slomo is yo with the moonwalk into the shack pallet. I hope that is going to be punished by Rocket. That is not something that you can have happen in the 1v1 event, Zach. That was the disrespect.
The ego move. And unfortunately taking a pallet to the face. I honestly don't know if Wrecker's Yard, those 2 words are going to seem like words to me by the end of tonight. I think I feel like I've said Wrecker's Yard maybe at least 70 times. I honestly don't know. I haven't been keeping count, but it feels like a lot. But a decent chase, start to the Jason as I say that, he gets mind gamed. Oh, actually, never mind. Gonna send the swing on the pallet, and Slomo did not vault that. Takes the hit, goes over to the side of the map. And playing this pallet gym a little bit, does have the use of the pallet. It's gonna use it. And we take a chase back over to this tile here. Honestly, some good RNG for this map right now. A nice read on the vault, actually. It's going to make it over to this side. Injury on the board. About 1 minute and 40 seconds into this chase, so pretty decent. And oh, he fakes it. That's a really nice swing through that pallet. Not able to get it. Doesn't have enough distance, actually, because he stepped away. So when he goes back to pull that pallet, he takes it down. So nice, well played. 141. I'd say that's pretty decent. I'd say it's pretty average, but could be better on Wraith for me at least.
Yeah, to see this down a little bit better, next time we should maybe have a slow-mo when that survivor is... It's getting late. That's why my brain is doing this. I'm sorry, everyone. We appreciate everyone who's still here. It has been a long day. Everyone who's still here is the backbone and the true ones of DBDLeague. That's for sure. Will be interesting now. Knowing Rocket, I'm actually interested to see if we will see some gimmicky play like the moonwalk that we have seen in the shack pallet. So yeah, let's see if he's going to take a little bit of a revenge towards Slomo there. Yeah, Rocket now also getting bonked a little bit for his heart. He will now play without it to bring him in line with all the other participants. Interesting fact, by the way, to everyone who's asking, why is DBDLeague so whiny about the hearts, right? Now we have a short moment here setting up the lobby. We can explain it once and for all, but a few people are always asking, why is it such a problem that the people are bringing in their heart or smileys, etc.? For some reason, people that are not like core comp, they are not familiar with this heart someone. And we have a lot of people that really cannot read the names. They read Rocket, Heart, I think Becky or so. Greetings to Becky, whoever that is. But
Uncle Becky.
For some reason, Uncle Becky, yeah. But for some reason, the people that are not familiar always think the person is called Becky. And it causes a lot of frustration, and it's in every single feedback that we take from viewers. So, yeah. Uncle Becky, unfortunately, no longer allowed for Rocket here. Wraith is taking a short look on the Wrecker's Yard. He looks a little bit pissed when he looks in the distance there, almost as he doesn't like what he's seeing there. But Rocket now with the dangerous experience here, plays a lot of 1v1, very known for his content in that area as well. So He should feel confident. 140 is something you can do, but that is going to be a very early injury.
Yeah, that is not what you want 20 seconds into the match. And you've got Shaq still bamboozled. Oh, he vaults in actually. That's a good read. But that is an early hit. Oh my god. Nice little vault. Nice read. Oh, he's reading this pallet so well. Oh my god, that's so risky, especially when you're injured. Oh my goodness. Oh, he almost blocks that window actually, but Rocket reading the distance quite nicely. Doesn't opt to vault it again actually. I'm talking about the Wraith. He didn't bamboozle it. But makes it over to this car pallet. He's going to take a few extra seconds. Vaulting that pallet isn't going to break it. But yeah, this is pretty standard stuff for our Wraith chasers. Oh, I'm getting a little bit nervous. These distances are closing in. Oh, it chooses the little mind game actually. Okay, he's back on his feet a little bit with those mind games. So has regained the distance. And we're getting closer to that win condition. 141, so Rocket needs about 143, and oh god, it's so close. Oh no, he doesn't uncloak, so that is going to be Rocket taking the set. So congratulations to taking the Wraith set. We're just going to continue the chase here in this corner of the map. And honestly, he's done well to get back on his feet after that shaky start die, honestly.
Yeah, good for him. Exceeding the expectations, getting the first win here in the Wraith set. Very well done. As you said, it did require a little bit of a comeback. Looked very dangerous there and should come to an end now. Yeah, but even exceeding the 2-minute mark by a significant step. So very well done here by Rocket. Now you could say expected, since Rocket is such a known 1v1 streamer and content creator, but Slomo grinding a ton of ladder and having a lot of experience in the 1v1 as well. So this is not an easy matchup between these two at all. Therefore, congrats to Rocket to putting himself in a good spot here. We're going into the second one. That's going to be the Leatherface. Once again, everyone's favorite. And hopefully we'll see a lot of Babas following tomorrow in the quarterfinals, in the semis, and in the grand finals. Semis and grand final tomorrow also played as a best of 5. So it's not going to be so punishing anymore when one set doesn't go too bad, doesn't go too good. It's getting late. My vocabularies are shrinking down.
We're almost there.
But yeah, there. Rocket now on the survivor side has a good reason to feel safe after a good and successful performance on the Wraith. Quick check here. And there we go. No, Leatherface is...
Right at the doorway.
Baba, good morning. No, there we go.
There we go indeed. 1v1 has started and we are maintaining decent distance on the shack. Will we see a bamboozle indoors? We will, of course. Very, very standard. And the chainsaw sweep has started. Does have a decent amount of distance as the chainsaw sweep was started a little bit earlier. But we want to get these pallets out the way. It looks like is going to vote after. I assume bamboozle, I believe it was. And has the safety of this pallet. Ooh, a little bit lost Slomo, but can spot the bobber over this loop. So it is pretty safe for Rocket. And he does have access to the rest of the map if he needs it. Running windows of opportunity to see those. Oh, nice mind game. And I don't think he makes the chainsaw in time. So going to take the M1 as we make it back to Shack. Again, the anchor point, the central safety point of the map, giving players so many more options when they are in tight spots. And safe drop of the pallet and has a couple of fillers in this area which he's going to be able to utilize. Is going to get one loop out of this and drops that one, makes it to the next one, but Bloodlust is building. We have the shorter side of the loop being taken and Yeah, he's getting a good few loops out of these truck fillers, which is just what you want. And he gets the stun, crucially. That's going to be huge for the chase. Going to buy a lot of extra seconds. And he has to zone him to this side of the map. He cannot let him get to that top side. Is going to drop down on the hill and makes it a broken truck. So really good pathing. Rocket showing why he is known for his 1v1s. I'm sure he's done hundreds, maybe even thousands of ladder matches on this map. So knows just about everything there is to know about the map and the confidence in the pathing. And really good pathing actually against the chainsaw sweep. He's not going to be able to make it because he goes around the outside. Window is still bamboozled, but he has the window. Approaching 2 minutes and 20 seconds for this chase right now. Nice pilot drop. Isn't going to opt to break it. Wants to follow him around the loop, which I honestly, I'm not sure. The choice there, but he has this. Oh, I think he thought he was still playing the tower, but he held W away, and he's been given the pallet gym again. Nice little vault there, and he does have a filler pallet up here. Does he have enough distance to make it though? He does not. So that's going to be roughly 245, 246 on that chase. That's a very, very respectable result.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost 3 minutes. Now you could say, obviously, yeah, Baba, what is he supposed to do? But 3 minutes is also well above the average that we have seen today so far. So very well done by Rocket. And especially when you are up a set point, right? Then you're going to feel really good knowing that you basically have almost 3 minutes. I always feel like or at least if I would be a player, I would always round it up to make it sound a little bit nicer. But if you have like roughly 3 minutes to down the survivor that you're going against to take this entire best of 3, absolutely okay to deal with that. Rocket is now therefore going into the killer side. Slomo and survivor instantly ready. We are hopping back in onto the wrecker's yard, potentially the final chase of today. Players are debating what perks they are going to bring. Revealing that to each other early, as it seems like.
Yeah, it looks like they want to run the same perks. Same stakes, right? Maybe.
Yeah, and that's what makes the tournament so interesting, right? All of these 32 top players, they know each other. They interact a lot on the 1v1 leaderboard. By the way, if you want to get into the next 1v1 event, join our Discord server, climb up the ranks in the 1v1 leaderboard, get your spot in the top 32, and you will be invited. And even if you don't aim for the top 32, like me, who's somewhere in rank 857, you can still join the Discord server. You can practice your chases. You can get better. And you meet a lot of people that are trying to optimize every single loop. So definitely not miss out on that chance. And here's Slomo with a very celebrating outfit, if you're asking me, enjoying his time that he has in this tournament. And we need a pretty good chase here. As we mentioned, 247 has been set by Rocket, so 250 roughly is needed for Slomo in order to take us to the tiebreaker set. Rocket is getting out the chainsaw early, has blocked the window before. And trying, yeah, he actually does successfully bait out the pallet with Slomo waiting there for a moment. Very well played by Rocket. Making it over towards the fun bus, who is really not as strong as you're hoping for when you're playing on the Wrecker's Yard. Mind game with the chainsaw coming out. That is actually wild that Rocket is trying to go for that and almost successful. But now it's going to be tricky because Slomo doesn't reach this pallet in time. Yeah, that's going to be a very, very clear win that has been taken there.